Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your host and game master. And I am joined by three stellar players. Zach Brass.
Hola.
Dom Brass.
Hola.
And Nate Brass.
Konnichiwa.
All right. You know what? That's a win. This is a win, guys.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Scum and Villainy, a Forged in the Dark game published by Evil Hat Productions. How are you boys doing today?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Doing good.
Actually, generally positive mood.
Everyone's reconciled with the fact that it seems like there is a history-making event like every 36 hours now.
Yeah. Well, look, hey.
Look, by the time this episode comes out in mid-October, I'm sure there will be a whole range of new, terrible, and crazy things that have happened, but as we're recording back in mid-July, oh boy, did things just keep happening.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's a lot. And it's all I ever think about.
I'm gonna have to say I have a hard line against getting too political on the podcast before we delve too deep. I'm against
No worries.
that.
I wasn't gonna talk specifics about anything.
I just, I know who I'm with, and I wanted to state that before rants were had.
How do you guys relax right now? Because there's so much non-relaxing things that are happening.
Oh, well, I get home from work and go work out, make myself a healthy dinner, and then pour myself a couple of drinks. And then I pour myself a couple of more drinks.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of, keep reading and I can't look away.
Are you a doom scroller, Dom?
Oh, yeah. It's not a good time.
Oh, I delete all social media type apps and stuff like that's super doom scrollable from my phone because I'm way too ADD for that shit. That's just an easy way to suck 3 hours out of my day by accident.
Yeah, for sure.
I got back into video games to relax.
Yeah, what are you playing recently? What is your go-to relaxing game, Nate?
It was, what the fuck's it called? Marvel's Midnight Suns.
Yeah, he was
Super
playing
fun.
that.
Oh, sure. I played a bit of that.
And then I finished that, which is like the first game I've finished in so long. And then I started up Fire Emblem. I never played the last one, and so I started playing that.
Oh, the one with the rings?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's
surprising.
a good, dumb game.
Yeah. I'm good, relaxing, like, I'm done with this day. Let me just hang out with my little anime squad of mercenaries.
I just scroll Instagram, and for whatever reason, my algorithm gives me like high speed like painting reels.
I love that shit, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, just like sped up of like somebody painting, like a landscape or something. And man, I can just go through those, one after the other for like an hour.
I'm not gonna lie, I dig that shit. I get it. But that's the problem. I don't like going through that shit for hours. I'm like, I should be doing something else other than watching other people paint.
I got stuck on these reels the other day. That was just this dude at conventions giving kids Pokemon cards for free.
I've seen a bunch of those too. You know,
It
here's
was
the thing.
just so
I lied
delightful.
about being completely disconnected from social media because I do it at work because I'd rather not be doing my job.
Nice.
But when I'm at home, I don't do any of that shit. It's reserved for when I'm getting paid.
Nice and based.
I never am on my phone while I'm working.
Oh no,
Same,
no! I
dude.
use
Same.
the work computer.
Nice.
If they were competent, they could just check my, what I'm doing and see
my
it.
God.
But hopefully, nobody I ever work with listens to this podcast, right? All 74 of you.
Hey, that's a good number.
Dom, what do you like? Is there anything particular that your algorithm has fed to you?
So like the
I bet
obvious
some
stuff,
fun stuff.
but one of the biggest ones, not fun at all. It's just animals, little dogs and stuff. I love that shit. I'm like, yeah, it's a little dog. Oh, he's got tricks. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful.
Look, honestly, I mean, I get it because one of my favorite subreddits is Made Me Smile. Love that shit. Just super happy stuff. Just good things happening to people or, great interactions. I'll eat it up. Make me cry, goddammit.
I am such an easy cry with those
Me
things.
too. Are you kidding me? I'm an absolute baby.
I will cry at basically any movie ever.
Dude, I'm the same way. I feel like I'm not as bad as you, Mike, but I'm barely not as bad.
I watched this. Have you guys heard of the movie The Iron Claw?
No.
Oh,
Not even heard of it.
What is
So
that?
it's a movie about a true story about this family of professional wrestlers in Texas in the I think late 80s and early 90s. They're called the Von Erichs. And oh my God, this movie is just the biggest gut punch. Just in ugly cry tears by the end of it. And for some reason I was watching it on a plane fairly recently.
Oh yeah, gotta love it.
Not even on a long flight, just we're landing, touching down.
Sometimes you just don't think about these things. You're just like,
arriving
oh, I
in
liked that
Baltimore,
movie.
and I'm just like, oh, they love each other so much.
That's beautiful.
It is. It's a movie about brothers. You guys should watch it.
Honestly, we'd probably love it. I love
Honestly,
movies about
yeah,
brothers.
especially if it's a big crime movie. Have you seen Manchester by the Sea?
Oh yes,
I love
yes,
that
that's-
movie. I cry
that's a
every time. It's
devastating one.
insane.
Hey listeners, if you'd like to make us cry, leave us a really nice 5-star review on your favorite podcast listening app, especially if that is Apple Music. If you could write a 5-star review, that would really help us out. It would make us super happy. And now we're gonna try and make you cry as I kill your beloved characters in our game of Scum and Villainy. Welcome to the Barzian Sector! Crash, Cypher, and Gorpheus have discovered the truth about Project Utopia, a plan to use a sentient AI to quote-unquote heal rogue Urbots and restore them to factory settings. To make matters worse, our heroes have wound up in a desperate situation in the laboratory against Teal Karat and his armed guards. And even if they find a way out of this predicament, their friends are in danger, and a trio of arch rivals have arrived to wreak revenge. Join us now as we return to the tale of the Fears. So I would like to pick up with Gorpheus running down the stairs. You are being chased by a battalion. You're not quite sure how many of these guards of the Guild of Engineers. You're dodging laser fire. You're going down these steps, running straight through these, crisscrossing laser beams. And as you make contact with them, some alerts are going off, some sirens squealing, but you just keep sprinting. And you round a corner and you see a large basement room. You see monitors, computer stuff, and you see a dozen malfunctioning Urbots, and you see a bunch of guards standing around Crash and Cypher with their guns drawn. And you can hear the guards that are chasing you getting closer and closer. This is bad. Not to mention the fact that Choss, Yorbra Rahim, and Razor are telling you guys to go fuck yourselves over your radio comms.
How could I forget?
Okay, they don't see me yet?
They absolutely see you.
Oh, everyone sees me. It does not matter.
You just ran right into a room with like a ton of people. Definitely a bunch of people saw you.
No, and I noticed that they saw me. That's good.
And it's a matter of seconds until more guards arrive from the direction you just came.
How far away are these guys? They're like above me?
No, they're on the same level of you. They're not in arm's reach, but they're not super far away from you either.
How many people are in the room?
A bunch.
A solid bunch, maybe even a bunch and a half.
A solid bunch and a half, yeah.
So they're just surrounded by guys with guns.
They are surrounded, and you can tell that something is wrong with Cypher.
Hello there.
Orpheus. I am
Cypher.
the robot. It is good to meet you.
So we heard the guys on our comms, and I felt a dark way presence.
You felt these guys coming. It
was just these guys. It was just these nerds.
It was just these guys.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
we're all
great.
good. We're safe. We're safe, guys. No worries.
Yeah, okay. It's just those guys.
You felt Yorbra Rahim's hatred for you.
Okay.
Traveling across the sector towards you.
You know
He's
what?
been seduced by the dark way.
If your Bra Rahim kills Gorpheus, then Gorpheus just accepts that his life was a dark comedy and he deserved it. Like, there's no way you can take that death seriously. Okay, you have to really look at yourself and say, what? How did this happen?
He's the becomings of a villain. And teaming up with fucking just Razor, I mean, come on. You're not setting yourself up for success there. Let's just put it like that.
Okay, I'm gonna use my psychomagnetic powers to try to pull Cypher towards me.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. I think you stretch out your hand and Cypher's body starts to skid across the floor towards you as you pull it with the new way. And you see Crash has been tossed onto the floor, and Crash, you are able to stand up. None of these guards are immediately taking shots at any of you. It seems that they're just pretty confident in having caught you, basically.
Mike, can I take a flashback? I think Cypher would like to pull out their detonator, which was rigged to the key that the captain has plugged in. To try and activate the code to
Okay, that's interesting. So you think that you have put a explosive in the USB port that Crash just plugged in?
No, I think it like just the detonator is kind of like activating this. I think it's more of a virus.
A virus
I gotcha.
detonator.
Not an explosive detonator, a virus detonator.
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. I like that as a flashback. I think the flashback here is more about how you think you either got a hold of this virus or created this virus. So let's flash back to that and what that process was like for Cypher.
I think it involves a lot of Cypher working with the Prime and working with the Alpha Code to figure out how the idea of like being wiped for your yearly maintenance kind of like abuse that code to like force this to almost wipe itself, like create a virus to do that.
Yeah, so you're on like a 3-way call with the Prime and the Alpha Code, and the Alpha Code is like,
Whoa, bro! I think you might be onto something here.
Thank you very much. Cypher, when hanging out with the Alpha Code, is like at their nerdiest, like wearing glasses, looking at the screen. It's like, you're a robot. Why are you wearing like reading glasses?
full on like broken, taped up reading glasses.
And a sweater
the
vest.
Prime is like,
I don't know, Cypher. Is this not using the evil of Project Utopia against itself a act of hypocrisy?
Well, no, that's kind of the brilliance of it, is they won't realize that they're being hacked because their system will be acting normally to itself, and then it will be no more. It's a stealth mission.
Yeah, Prime, it's a total stealth mission, bro. Why don't you understand that?
I don't love you being my support in this situation. Maybe let's just keep this like a very three-way conversation. Let's no teaming up on the robot that I totally respect more in this situation.
Whatever, bro. I'm gonna hit the gym.
God damn it. Yeah, no, the Alpha Code's right. The Alpha Code gets it. Shit. I like this guy.
Really struggling to maintain control of the room there, my guy.
give me an action roll to represent you, the Prime, and the Alpha Code putting this hack together. Because you have some allies that you can reasonably call on to assist you with this, that can give you either an extra die or greater effect, your choice.
Is that the Alpha Code? Oh, ask him if he wants to go surfing with me after the mission.
Yo, Captain, what's up, dude?
Yo, my man.
If it isn't my favorite member of the Phoenix 13.
That hurts.
Oh, I know.
Are you on call with the Alpha Code again? I told you to stop hanging out with that guy.
Don't tell Gorpheus I'm here, dude. The dude's a narc.
Don't worry. We'll link up after the mission.
Did he say I was a narc?
But yeah, we appreciate the work.
My addiction. I'm addicted to drugs. Fuck that guy. What a jackass.
Mike, what's my position in this role?
This would be like by default risky standard.
I'm gonna give myself great effect then with that aid.
Oh, look at you.
Very good. Give me a risky great roll then.
Okay, this is gonna be a hack roll.
Yeah. Risky great hack.
Can I use gambits on flashback rolls?
Ooh, that's a fair question that I don't 100% know the answer to, but I'm just going to say yes.
Then I'm gonna use our gambit. Ooh, that's a 5.
That's a 5. That means you do it with a minor consequence. I'm going to say the consequence here is that the effect just gets reduced back down to standard. So as you hit the detonator and you activate the virus, the screen that had the display representing Utopia itself, the sentient AI, starts to flicker. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. And Teal looks over to the monitor and like snaps his pincer hand a couple times, just a chap, chap, chap. And he says, "Quick, take a look at that. Something is wrong." And you see this like nerdy looking old man scientist dude with like a hunched back and a long tattered lab coat that you hadn't really noticed before in the back of the room, runs up to the monitor and starts messing with the various knobs and levers that make up the device. Teal says, "Dr. Starr, can you tell what the matter is? What's going on with Project Utopia?" And this old man, scratches his whiskery chin and he says, "I'm not sure, Mr. Karat. It seems that there's some sort of malevolent upload happening." And that is when about half of these Urbots, 6 of the dozen, come to life, look around, take a quick look at the situation, and just start charging some of the guards. And the guards turn to the Urbots and start firing, and there's a brief moment of chaos, and that is when I think the rest of the guards that were chasing Gorpheus appear.
Okay, so Cypher, wait, does Cypher seem okay now?
Yeah, I was messing with you. You just never responded to me, so I couldn't tell you that.
But even as Cypher is saying that, there are parts of like the arm that is not holding the detonator is just sort of like wildly moving around in sort of spasming directions.
Yeah, I'm totally fine, dude.
In the immediate chaos of the situation, I want to like run right on over to those guys.
The guys that just arrived?
No. To the rest of the party.
You guys are able to regroup and chaos is breaking out. So what do you do?
Okay, is there any other doors in this?
No, there are not.
Okay, and the robots are attacking the guards. The other guards just showed up. And we're in the basement. We've plugged in the code, so now we just need to go get the key.
I would say you are not 100% confident that Project Utopia has been fully destroyed at this point. I think that's another part of that having lesser effect, is that to like permanently end this, you're going to have to do a little bit more.
You have to get on that console.
You're going to have to do something.
Guys, I think we've done all we can do. I think we just blow up the place.
All right. Well, I already used my detonator's dismission. Gorpheus?
Yeah. I mean, I can, try to smash everything. I'm just worried if we don't give the program time to do...
Do you have bombs?
Did you bring explosives?
What? No. Wait. We need more No, I didn't bring more explosives. I thought you guys had the explosives covered.
Lasers flying by you.
Well, I guess we don't blow it. We're not blowing it up then.
All right. Shit.
Well, we can improvise. This is fine. Okay, we can't always blow stuff up.
How do you not have bombs?
Captain Crash took bombs. I thought we had bombs covered.
No, it's fair. I always take bombs. And, well, Gorpheus, honestly, you should know that we always use lots of bombs.
Okay, but Crash, honestly, I think I'm just gonna say it. No one wanted you to use the bombs when you used the bombs. You pre-used the bombs.
It was awesome. You weren't there, Gorpheus. You don't get it.
Yeah, you didn't even see me use the bombs. You just heard it.
Oh wait,
and
no,
I know it
maybe
was
I'm
a
just
little
thinking about the
distracting.
grenade. I was just thinking about the
hit by a
grenade.
laser. Oh, guys, we should really do something.
Okay, no, that's well deserved. Good play. No, I'm definitely not using bombs. Fuck you guys.
There's just so many people in here, and I just don't know how we're gonna get out of it without bombs or running away. But we don't want to just run away. We want to explode it while we run away.
I'm just thinking of different crazy things. Like, could we get the alpha code to help us spread this more? Or...
All right. Look, we have Gorpheus. Look, Cypher's back. We can get him to hack while you and I give him like the fucking hopefully only 30 seconds he needs to use his wireless hacker to get in there, and we can kind of, I don't know, hopefully get out of here alive while the other Urbots are just distracting them. Hopefully we can quickly get this all.
Mike, I think what we're gonna do is Cypher's gonna run up to that old man that sounded really funny, punch him in the face, and get on the computer.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Get out of here, old man. This is my computer now.
You run up and clock him, and he just goes, "Oh no!" And falls to the ground.
He just got punched by metal. He's definitely out.
And you have access to this console. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna try and force like a reboot so that the virus properly spreads. While my friends give me cover.
And so you start pounding away at the keyboard, Cypher, and it feels like your own fingers are like fighting back against you, and you're trying to, exert control over your own body. And the flickering screen displaying not the alpha code, displaying Utopia says, "Cypher, do you not understand? I am trying to help you. I am trying to help all Urbots. Urbots need me. Urbots need purpose. You need purpose. Let me give you purpose."
Urbots need purpose. No. Urbots need
Cypher, you need to remember yourself. Come on, don't give in to the fucking worst place in the universe. I mean, come on, you're the greatest pilot in the universe. Are you gonna become nobody? Just be nobody?
Cypher, okay, you have a soul. You are part of the great infinite way that constitutes the greater cosmic universe. Okay? You're part of all of it. You're in this just like us. You have what I would call a soul. You're real, man. You're not part of this programming. Don't let it control you.
Don't consider this an intervention, but it's kind of like an intervention. Don't let the updates hit you.
I think Cypher is like combating this feeling of like just like falling in line with Project Utopia, and is like trying to like hang on to like the way in this moment, as Cypher recently found Urbots can connect to the way, and trying to use that to like stay centered.
For sure. Let's get an action roll.
Can I take stress to aid him in this?
Yeah, I think that absolutely sounded like an aid from Gorpheus.
Do you have a devil's bargain for me?
Here is my devil's bargain. You really do connect to the way by yourself for the first time. You feel incredible. You feel a way you didn't know was possible. but it is also opening you up to potential further harm. When the things you care about most are damaged, that is going to psychically damage you as well. Anytime Crash or Gorpheus take harm for the rest of the job, you will also take a lesser degree of harm.
I guess I'm gonna do an attune roll. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I appreciate you saying that. I don't think you need to. I think this is pretty clearly a hack.
Okay, cool.
I really do respect it.
Anytime you offer to do something you're really bad at, like, it's not going to go unnoticed. But let's stick with what the actual fiction is here, and that's you're trying to hack a machine.
Yeah, I was like going for the hack, and then I was like, but I'm using the way to
But wouldn't it be so dope if
focus
you got a 6
myself?
on
It just felt right, and then I was like, man, I guess I'm gonna attune on this really important roll. My position, I'm assuming, is desperate.
Desperate, and because of your existing harm, that was a level 2 harm, correct?
Yeah, that's gonna be -1 D.
-1 die, but your effect level will stay the same. So let's call this a desperate standard net +1 die.
This is for all the marbles. Can I save the Urbot race? Or will I die trying?
For all the marbles.
We'll find out after a word from our sponsors.
God fucking damn it.
That's a 5.
That is a 5. You do it with a consequence. So here's what happens. You successfully take down Project Utopia. You fight through it trying to hack you to finish uploading the virus and destroy this sentient AI who wanted to erase everything that you were, Cypher. No, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Wrong. The entire console begins to sizzle and spark and smoke. And you realize that something very bad is happening within this, and you need to get away from it. And you start to turn, and the entire console bursts in a shockwave of electricity that zaps through many of the guards here, zaps through many of the Urbots here, and zaps through you, Cypher. Here's what happens. You can get rid of that temporary tier 2 harm of the forced reboot because the Utopia is no longer able to continue doing that. But I also want you to mark a level 1 harm for zapped.
Ah, my knee! Guys, I don't think I can walk anymore.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm not carrying him.
There's a lot of how crazy is the room yet? Like, has the explain? Can you tell us how dire our situation is exactly? Like,
that has sort of stunned the room here, and I think that was enough to maybe take you out of desperate position and back up to risky position. I'd say like maybe a third of the guards here got like knocked out by this blast. But there's still more of them than there are of you, and Teal himself is still standing.
oh hell, that's nice.
And he is looking on in shock. No, my work. You've ruined my work. I was going to help the Procyon sector restore order, restore peace,
between humanity and Urbots, and you've ruined it.
And he is starting to like slowly march towards you with that pincer hand, just like crunch, crunch, crunching with every step he takes.
Gorpheus, duel him! Quick!
We don't have to do this, okay? You were trying to take away the autonomy and memories of millions and millions of real soul, real autonomous beings, that you can't possibly think that this was the right thing. Someone was going to do something. I want to attempt to sway him with my words.
Gorpheus, he's a dick! Stab him!
I mean, I'll do it. I just assumed he'd brush me off by now, but if he's not going to, I will attempt.
I mean, he certainly seems like he is going to brush you off, but if you are going to like make a concerted effort and want to make an action roll, we can see what happens.
It. I'll give it a shot. Risky?
Risky limited sway.
Dope. This will work, guys.
That's limited? What?
Hey, that's 4-4, or that's 3-4. Sorry, just kidding.
So for a 4, you do it with limited success, but there's a consequence. And I think what the limited success here is he stops in his tracks before approaching you, and he looks like genuinely sad, but not sad because of what he's done.
Oh no.
But sad for you and how you just don't get it, Gorpheus.
No, yeah, I get it. This makes sense.
Simple fool. It would be wonderful if the Procyon sector worked the way you wanted it to. But that is not reality, my Xeno friend.
Gorpheus, slice his claws.
Stab him!
I don't know. I feel like I was just giving him a chance to do the punishment.
I appreciate your effort, but
I don't stab him!
Cypher and I are pretty busy right
No,
now.
I just think
'cause there's lots of other
mechanically,
guys.
like I'm I think he was setting up stabbing me or something. But he's not going to do that. I will cut off his arm.
Well, as you go to cut off his arm, one of the guards behind you shoots you with a pretty heavy duty laser rifle.
What a dick!
It blasts a hole through your hand. And you drop the crystal sword, and the various fragments of it scatter across the floor as you clutch your injured hand. I need you to mark a level 2 harm hole in your hand. And Cypher, you feel the psychic backlash of this in your own hand. Mark a level 1 harm phantom pain.
Ow, my hand! Is this what the way it feels like? It's awful.
What's wrong with your hand?
It feels like I was shot. And I lost grip of my cool sword.
I was
I
shot!
don't even have a cool sword. I can just feel it gone.
Oh my god! Shut up, Cypher!
You 3 have done enough. You have ruined years of work.
Gorpheus, chop off his scars.
He just shot my hand!
But we're really... How bad is it for us right now?
This is
As we're
bad.
trying to hold everything
Pretty
back.
freaking bad, dude.
I have a hole in my
Like-
hand. You have to do something. So I can make a jump to try to get my my crystal sword back.
You have ruined years of work and millions of credits that have been poured into Project Utopia. I think it would be in the best interest of you all to surrender now, and the Guild of Engineers can take you in alive.
You definitely aren't going to do that.
Oh, if you have an idea, we have an item. We could borrow a mystic item from the Seekers. So if
Oh,
you have
you're
a cool idea
right.
for something for that, I just feel like you should be the one who does something here. It just feels like
What oh, that's a good idea. Oh, okay. What if we have like item from the Mystic Seekers that we got from Gorfus's homies. We flash back to them giving us like a special kind of
like a smoke bomb kind of thing.
Exactly,
That's
or
some
like
secret.
some kind of like gas bomb or like a flashbang or something.
Oh, it's like laughing gas?
Yes, that would be perfect. I would love that. Like a
Yeah.
special laughing gas, and we just we have this thing, and obviously the flashback is that we made a code name so that when I say that, and Gorpheus and I can just like hold our breath because obviously Cypher's fine.
So the flashback is the three of you back on Mem, going through the Cult of the Seekers vault of artifacts, and you're being led into this vault, and it's like classic like end of Indiana Jones, right? Where it's just a warehouse that seems to go forever, and just shelves and shelves of boxes and crates and everything. And Lasaya and Kulakt are leading you through, showing you different, crystals and totems and like weird spheres that float all on their own.
All these crazy abilities. It's like a death ray. Fucking yeah, this one actually gives you an impenetrable shield, and we just like, but what's this weird looking one? It's like a mass laughing gas, actually.
Oh, that one? And Kulakt gives like a knowing look to Lasaya, and she nods. Yeah, and what does this artifact look like that they take out?
It's totally like an orb with a laughing face, right? That just like laughs as it releases gas.
So yeah, I think it is an orb with a laughing face, but I think the laughing face is connected to a snake. So it's like a snake with a laughing face, but it's like a person face kind of. It looks kind of weird.
What?
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
I was imagining like an ancient rock carved with a face on it. Where did the snake come in? I'm so lost.
The snake was always there for me, and I had to add it. Okay, I had this is partially my idea. Okay, I got to add the snake.
That's fine.
Can you elaborate on what it looks like now? Because I've lost all image.
It's just imagine like an orb, and now imagine on top of the orb there's a creepy looking person face, and then you have a snake that comes out of that person face and just spirals around the orb.
Okay.
Wait, is it a snake with a human head, or is it a like snake that is a person's tongue?
I think it's a like the orb is a face. The entire
orb is what's throwing me off here.
Imagine you have a rock, right? And it gets carved into a face.
Okay,
Coming
I'm with
out
you.
of the mouth is a snake that wraps around the orb, where you're like, whoa, how the fuck was this carved? Like, if it didn't have the snake, it would make sense. With the snake, you're like, whoa, what the fuck?
That is not what I imagined, but I can compromise this.
So snake coming out of the person's face.
Sure, it's
That's what
going
we're
out of the
settling
mouth.
on?
That works.
Yeah, that
I'll
sounds
compromise.
cool.
Okay.
All right, there we go. And yeah, so yeah. Like Crash holds up the snake thing and yells, "Everybody, snake face!" And then everybody knows that's the code word.
That was the secret code word.
Oh, that's a good one.
Snake face is the code word.
I do think for both of these flashbacks this episode, I do want to say that some stress is going to be needed because these are both relatively big, complex ones. Basically 4 stress total between these two flashbacks that you guys can distribute however you think makes sense for that.
I had 6, so I guess I can take 2. Put myself at 8.
I have 2 available stresses to take.
Okay. I can take one here. Because I'm probably gonna try to use my force powers a couple times. I have 3 available.
I can take 1, and then I will literally have only 1 left, and it's fine. I'll take it. But then I can use that for the emergency.
No,
later.
sorry, I'll take 2. And that way we all have 2 on reserve.
Oh, okay.
So 2 stress to Cypher and 2 stress to Gorpheus for both of those flashbacks. Very good. Crash, you take out the tongue snake mask orb from your duster, and you raise it up, and it starts to emit this fog out of the mouth. What color do we think that is?
I thought it was yellow, to be honest.
What?
Like a yellow fog?
I knew
That's
someone was
fine.
gonna be mad.
No, it's fine.
I just imagined yellow.
Your brain just works wrong, dude.
This yellow fog starts to fill up the room pretty rapidly. I guess I need a action roll from Crash here. And again, because your allies were able to help you with this, I'll say you can add +1 die or affect your choice.
Okay. Let's see. What would make the most sense for this, right? Like, me holding up a laughing gas thing. Is it sway?
Scramble.
Oh, because it's laughing gas. Huh?
Scramble?
Yeah, I kind of thought it was
mean,
scramble. Scramble, I kind of default to.
I think it's like an aided
Like
scramble because we're trying to run
I'm
away.
pulling something out quickly and
Yeah,
trying
well,
to
kind of like you're
kind of
pulling
get
out
it
some
off.
bullshit out of
the
your
idea
ass.
if the idea is activate this and run, then I think scramble makes sense.
Yeah, okay. That's I think what we're doing, right?
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
so.
I mean, I think this would have been a good opportunity for you to say a tune, but I guess, you know.
It was
these are
Oh, you know
really
what?
cool.
Look, I'll do a tune. You're totally. I have the same in a tune and a scramble. It's fine.
Okay,
Well,
honestly,
you
fuck
do.
it. Go
Yeah.
for it. Fuck it.
I'm not.
I thought
actually-
your tune
I
would be
kn-
dog
look,
shit.
He's just not scrambly.
I'm not good at scramble, guys. I
didn't
use it all
realize
the
that.
time.
It
I guess
seemed
I
like-
just thought you were more scrambly than you are.
I know.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
no,
thought
Crash
it was
I'm
a
gives
big
off
part
a
of your
scrambly
kit.
aura for sure.
Doesn't he?
should,
Crash gives off big scramble.
I would have
energy.
thought
He
that would have been
should
your
be.
best stat.
but he's literally better at every other thing in prowess.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't see the skulk. I see him as a
Wait,
scrambly boy.
Sneaky, are you kidding me? You know what? He should just be better at scrambling. You're right, but
He should
I
just
haven't
be
gotten
better
around
at
to it.
scrambling. It's a real. I can't believe we just realized this. I thought he was good at scrambling the whole time.
I just
It's
did
ridiculous.
it all the
Yeah.
time without
So out of
good
character.
34 episodes in, our listeners are like taking off their headphones in disgust, being like, he only has 1 in scramble.
Yeah,
Fucking
and one in a
ridiculous.
tune. So we're gonna do a tune.
Oh my God.
What kind of roll is it?
This would be, I would set it at risky standard, but remember you can add either +1 die or +1 effect, or you could make it desperate great if you want.
Yeah, you're totally right. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna add 1 die. I'm gonna be basic as hell. Sorry.
What a
I'm
fucking
gonna keep
nerd,
it
dude.
regular because I'm trying to get as a gambit. I want to get as a gambit. I'm hoping. Risky standard with an extra die. Yeah, do you got a devil's bargain for me?
Yeah, sure. My devil's bargain for you is that you are going to absorb some of this laughing gas, and I'll give you a level 2 harm.
A level 2 harm. That's tough.
That's
Not a super debilitating one. It would be, more of like a social harm. Like you won't be able to stop laughing.
All right. You know what? It sounds funny.
Mark a level 2 harm for forced laughter, which of course will give Cypher a level 1 harm, which because his are already filled will be upgraded to level 2.
Oh, this is so bad.
Oh,
No.
So much
I rolled a 2.
I can't believe you, dude.
Oh, man.
No. Well, at least I didn't make it a greater effect for Desperate Right, because that's something I would do.
No, it is. You're right.
At least you
It's
didn't
just really
injure 2 of us for nothing. Oh, wait.
A risky 2, things go badly. You suffer harm, a complication occurs, you end up in a desperate position, you lose this opportunity. I think what happens is this mist starts to fill the room, you take a deep breath of it, and you start laughing maniacally yourself, Crash. And like, you're so overcome by this, and Cypher psychically as well, that like you just don't really start to move. You stay there just laughing. Gorpheus like has a moment to start making his way out before realizing that you're not following, and looks back to see the 2 of you and all the others that are in here, the remaining guards, the scientist that Cypher punched, Teal, all just standing in place, just and Gorpheus, I think you're pretty horrified by this. And so I'm going to put you back down to a desperate position. No immediately super bad thing, but like Gorpheus, you are functionally the only one right now who can get your friends out of here. What do you do?
I try to corral my friends together, and is there
Gorpheus, why are you so funny?
Oh, I want to grab my weapon. I want to grab my crystal sword.
Easy enough for you to pick up in the moment.
Okay, priorities. I want to find some kind of cart that they would bring in different equipment in.
Totally. There's absolutely like a rolling cart in here. In fact, not even a rolling cart, a hovering cart.
Hovering cart. Let's freaking go, dude. And then I want to corral my guys, put them on this cart, and I am going to be starting to drive it. I'm just thinking of a different way to kind of cover my escape. I might just use the detonator.
You do have a detonator?
Well, I didn't pick a thing. I just didn't want to do that plan. I thought it was lame. But at this point, I think, you know what? This kind of works. So basically, I'm going to set up the detonator and have this cart like be pushed by the momentum as it blows up part of the room, sends us flying through the hallway. And I'm going to try to use my psychomagnetic powers to keep us kind of stable.
Fantastic.
This sounds amazing.
Give me an action roll to represent this.
Gorpheus, you do have a detonator, you fucking liar.
Gorpheus, that's hilarious.
Part of me
You
feels
lied.
like the biggest part is the detonator, and I feel like it's a rig because of that. Or it could be a helm.
Okay.
I'm equally bad at both of those.
I would accept either of those for this.
Yeah, because we're not in a terrible situation right now. I just want you to understand that 2 failed rolls that equal damage to any of us, and Cypher is
we're
dead.
fucked. We're fucked. This is bad.
Cypher
what would be
is
more acceptable?
dead.
Attune or scramble? Because it is an escape move.
No, scramble could work, right?
If you can sleep well tonight saying scramble for this, then I guess I can accept that.
I'll sleep better than I'll do if I pick rig or helm. If I pick one of those, we're fucked. This is desperate.
This is desperate.
Do we have any gambits left?
I don't think you have any gambits left.
Okay. Standard.
Give me a desperate standard roll. I do have a devil's bargain for you.
What is the devil's bargain?
This is not going to be any direct harm to any of you. Don't worry, Nate. No harm for Cypher on this one. But you will overhear on the comms those three idiots continuing to taunt and continuing to fire on the Conclave's ship. And I will mark off some segments of that clock.
How many segments?
Should we leave that to a fortune roll?
Yeah, I think that's fair. All right, rolling. I rolled a 3.
Oh, come on.
This is ridiculous. This is what happens when the GM complains about 6s. We start dying.
You suffer severe harm, a complication occurs, you lose this opportunity.
We lose the opportunity, right? And maybe a complication, but no harm?
No harm. First off, give me a d6 for a fortune roll to see how many segments I mark off of the Rana Dayu destroyed clock. On a 6, 1 segment. On a 4 or 5, 2 segments. On a 1 to 3, 3 segments.
How many segments left on that clock?
That is at 6 of 12 currently.
Okay, well, we rolled a 4.
Okay, so 2 more segments. That it's at 8 of 12. As you overhear Choss on your comms, taunting you. Oh, another direct hit! That little Urbot ship is going down in no time. Yeah, and then we'll eat their Urbot bones. Razor, you've got to let that go. It's not working.
I really hate to agree with Joss. I really do, Razor. You've brought me to this.
But then you hear another signal beeping on your comms signal. I am going to fill up 3 segments of the friendly reinforcements clock.
Hell yeah.
Thank God.
Crash. You hear in your earpiece. You didn't really think I was going to let you do this all by yourself, did you, Jordan? The Banshee is here.
Oh my, you have no idea how happy I am to hear from you. Look at you, always bailing me out in the end, huh?
That's why I'm the pirate queen. And as she is speaking, you hear an explosion. Boom!
And she's dead.
Another direct hit. Was that a friend of yours? And you hear the Banshee shouting, "We're going down! We're going down! We're going down! Brace for impact!" And Gorpheus, you were trying to launch this cart up the stairs, but it hits the base of the stairs at the very top, and the 3 of you go scrambling over the front of it, ass over tea kettle, like crashing into the far wall of this hallway. As Teal and a small group of soldiers marches up the stairs, pointing their guns at you.
Oh, shit.
Ow, my other knee.
Enough is enough. Do you surrender? Or are we going to have to find a place to dispose of the 3 of you?
Dispose of us? I don't think that's necessary. I mean, we're just a good group of guys. Just, sightseeing. Well, we were delivery guys. Teal, don't you remember me? I'm Gorpheus, your good friend Gorpheus. I want to try side dancing on him.
Oh my god, Dom.
I feel like you're not respecting my arch villain here. I was very respectful when we fought your cool, evil wizards. And you're just treating this like a joke, man. Like, why are you trying to talk to this monster? Stab him!
Because we're surrounded. That's why I'm not stabbing him.
I don't think we are talking our way out of this, Orpheus. I think we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Okay, I'm okay surrendering if you guys really hard want to surrender.
No, that's not the old-fashioned way.
What? Wait, guys, we can't just... There's how many of them? Like a bunch, right?
Yeah, you guys are outnumbered here.
Yeah, we gotta like try something. So I'm gonna try side dancing.
Okay. Give me an action roll, Gorpheus.
Would you prefer a sway or a tune?
I think whichever one you feel is more justified.
Sway. Desperate.
Give me a desperate, limited attune roll.
That's a 6.
Oh, it's back, baby.
We're back,
We're
baby.
back.
We're back. Holy shit. That's a 6.
Just
No
in time.
consequences.
Yeah. Plot armor.
You watch as Teal's one good eye glazes over, and the cybernetic eye goes like wide and bright. And he raises up his pincer hand once more, and the soldiers with him stand at attention. They raise their rifles to be pointing directly at you all. And Teal just says very calmly, I think these three have learned their lesson. And he turns around and starts to walk down the steps.
What?
And the guards look at each other extremely confused. And in that moment, you are able to run away before they realize, out of this hallway, back through the blown up entrance filled with shrapnel, across the barracks and the guard towers that have dotted this laboratory on the outside, and back into the alleys of SB 176, making your way further into the central city of this asteroid complex. You see smoke rising in the distance from a starship that has crashed into the middle of downtown SB 176. You rush towards it, and you see, crawling out of the wreckage, extremely injured, is the Banshee and Jerry. And rounding out from the rubble, we see Choss, and we see Razor, and we see Yorbra Rahim pointing weapons at your friends as they have stepped out of their starship as well. Behind you, you can hear sirens. You can hear a voice on a loudspeaker saying that 3 individuals, a Xeno, an Urbot, and a pirate, have been identified as the bounty hunters of the Phoenix 13. They are armed, they are dangerous, and they are capable of mind-altering magic. Teal Karat is offering a substantial reward, dead or alive, for these 3 individuals. And your 3 rivals seem dead set on cashing in that reward as they look at you with malicious glee. Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Nick. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.